The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I'm just going to read this story because I'm just trying to get my head around it still. Taylor Swift has announced she's brought back the rights to all her original music following the success of the Eras tour.
So what does that actually mean? And remember she went through that thing where she was putting out songs going Taylor's version? I thought she had already bought her music back.
I think she was re-releasing them so that, I don't know. I'll just read. In a surprise move, Swift has reclaimed her master recordings years after they were initially sold. First, they were sold to Scooter Braun. He's got a company called Ithaca Holdings.
And he's her manager, isn't he? Or was. Yeah.
Then to Shamrock Capital. So it got sold to Scooter Braun, then Scooter Braun sold it to Shamrock Capital, and Swift has announced over the weekend she's regained ownership of the master recordings from Shamrock Capital, the private equity firm that purchased them off Scooter Braun back in 2020. Now, according to sources, the amount of money, it's relatively close to what Shamrock paid for them.
What are you going to guess, Mitch? $1 billion? $2 billion?
I've got it in front of me, unfortunately, so I can't play.
I'll go $1.5 billion.
Sources tell Billboard it was around $360 million.
Oh. Didn't Michael Jackson buy the Beatles catalogue for... Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter.
I can't remember
how
much it was. So she's had to... Yeah. So somehow Scooter Braun owned it. Just owned it.
Yeah.
Sold it.
And that's why she re-recorded this. Is this right, Alicia? You're the big... Is that right?
Yeah, so she was re-recording all of her original albums to re-release it so that she could own it. And that's why they said Taylor's version. But now she owns all of the originals as well. But she has already re-recorded her original debut album, just called Taylor Swift. So that will be released at some point as well.
And she loves this Shamrock, the people she bought them off. She's like loving them, saying thanks so much for dealing with it so well. My first tattoo might be a Shamrock in the middle of my forehead. So they must have...
She's all on board.
Yeah, well, I guess they didn't make much money out of it. The way she's talking as if they sold it back to her for what they bought it for, sort of thing. 360 mil. So I guess they could have hardballed her, I guess, and gone, 600 mil.
I'm just looking at how much money she made off well, they could have, because off the Eras tour, they said she made like billions of dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not like she even got anywhere near what she, like this. It's almost chump change for her to buy back her own catalogue.
Yes. Crazy money, though, isn't it?
$360 million.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I was listening to an advert that we had on for... what's it called?
The Summertime Ball?
Summertime Ball at Wembley, and the list of the artists. Benson Boone. I know you're a huge Mariah Carey fan. Rita Ora's there. Who else they got, Mitch?
Jessie J, Tate McRae, Lola Young.
Will Smith.
Zara Larson.
Jesse Jeff.
Zara
Smith
Larson.
and a whole lot. Yeah.
And Will Smith. And I was like, wow. Because front of mind, whenever I hear Will Smith, I just think of that Oscars moment. Like it's like,
go straight to that, yeah.
Do you not?
Of course, I do.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like music. There's probably bad boy stuff in there, it doesn't take too long before I start thinking of that, because when that happened, it's hard to think that's not going to tarnish everything, because it was just such a ludicrous moment.
He just lost his shit.
I still remember, because we were getting it on.
He somehow he was at the Oscars.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit. I remember watching it here, and for some reason, it's in like that daylight savings time of the year, and for whatever reason, we were actually able to watch it live here at work, and I saw it happen. And I thought it's too weird to be real. Yeah. And so I went home, and I was home within an hour. And I
thought it was staged.
Yeah, I said to my wife, Sarah, just come watch this. I said, you won't believe what happens. I don't know what leads up to this or what payoff it is. And she watched it, and she's like, I think that's legit. And you were waiting for the bit to happen. You were waiting for that punchline, and nothing.
No.
And it's just, he had a moment of being an absolute psycho.
Yeah, that was what it was.
Like the biggest.
He just lost
in
it.
his industry, there is no bigger event.
No,
and he chose that moment.
And then they stood up. Didn't he get a standing ovation? Like afterwards, he
won Best Actor.
Yeah, so he hadn't won that yet.
No, it was like 3 awards. It was like right at the end of the awards night.
Best Actor.
And what did he say in his speech? Did he apologise or anything?
Oh, no,
I can't remember.
it was a bit Katy Perry coming back from space, like about how he's connected to love and, about wanting to be one with, people and
Just
stuff. Like it was,
someone in the face.
yeah, it was very anti what he had just done, which made it all
Wow.
the more confusing, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like he went away in the wilderness for a while.
I don't know if I can drop all that when I see him.
Yeah. I mean, I still haven't seen the most recent Bad Boys film, and I'm dying to see it because I want to see a bit of Mike Lowry. I want to see him come back and, have that sort of wash that Oscarsness away from me.
Was he being nominated? Like, did did he win that night for being the Williams sisters' father?
Mm-hmm. That was King Richard.
I've never been able to watch that film.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Cutting a piece of skirt and cut on the short edge and nicked his rude finger and cut a tendon.
So on the weekend, I was cutting kindergarten with a tomahawk axe and I cut off about 5 mil of my finger.
Dumbass Anonymous.
Yeah, that moment of the week, especially after the weekend, we give you a chance just to sort of unload, get something off your chest, and do it all in the beauty of silence. The cone of silence can be available to you if you want. It is Dumbass Anonymous. Kick us off though, producer Lockie. You've had a moment.
What have you done, buddy?
Well,
you weren't meant to be here, by the way.
No, I'm hopefully today my son will be born, which is an exciting thing.
That's right.
We did a well-wish podcast farewell on Friday for you.
I can go home if you want me to.
No. So obviously it hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet. And I usually don't like doing this as a part of Dumbass Anonymous. I think it's funnier when you throw yourself under the bus. But today I'm going to have to throw my very own mum under the bus. Because she did something that I don't think is going to help whenever this baby does come. I was on the phone to her last night and we're having a great old chat about everything that's been going on, their recent holiday that they just had, talking about lots of family news. As, lots of you'd understand, catching up with your mum.
100%.
And at the very end, she says, Susanna, my wife, I just want to let you know that having a baby is going to hurt. It's really going to hurt. You're going to hate it. It's okay if you use, any sort of pain relief. Drugs, that's okay. But it will really, really hurt and you won't want to be there. And I'm sitting there the entire time going, my job the past 9 months has been to hype my wife up to go, you've got this. This is going to be the most empowering moment of your life. You're going to give birth to this baby. Sure, if you need the pain relief, use it. But you're fantastic.
Mum was
awesome.
just calling it like it is.
She was calling it like it is. And I'm sitting there as the fear starts rising in Susanna's face going, she has undone like 9 months worth of hype-up work that I've been doing. So, Mum, sorry, but you're a dumbass.
How on any level is that helpful?
I don't know.
Preparing someone for pain.
I don't know.
Or maybe Susanna had forgotten.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's like not as if Susanna's just arrived on Earth yesterday.
I know.
She's aware of the
Maybe she hadn't stopped to think about it yet.
Well, now she has. And when's she having it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. But now I have to, between now and when the baby comes, I have to try and reverse all that that Mum has just done.
Yeah.
And I guess reverse the effects of the dumbass that was my mum.
So who better than you to explain that the childbirth doesn't hurt?
Yeah.
I mean, perfect. You're the perfect.
So you
person.
can get a phone call any second.
Any second.
You report here on air first before you take off, okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I
if
will
it happens on our watch.
But you run in if it happens.
Yes.
I can
At
do
any
that.
time.
Yes.
Okay.
But 13 24 10, we want people to call up if they've had a dumbass moment, right?
Or if you want to dob your mum in.
Sure. If you want to dob your dumbass mum, 13 24 10.
Yeah. And if it's during an ad break, tell her to wait.
Okay.
Because it's got to be on air.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
And I mean, as producer Lockie just proved too, it doesn't even have to be yourself. It's a little bit more fun throwing yourself under the bus, but he's throwing his mum under the bus as being a dumbass. And we're going to open up the cone of silence and speak to a couple.
Required.
If required. We'll go to our first one. First caller, would you like to go into the cone of silence?
Yes.
Okay, we better.
A bit more room in here, anyway. Just the three of us. Can you just move your hand, Ash? It's just.
Oh, do I have to?
You can put it in mine if you want. All right.
Your what?
Well, just in my cone.
Who have we got here? Who have we got? Hello?
Bridget?
What?
We've got Bridget.
Bridget!
Yeah.
Okay, take it away, Bridget.
So my mum marks my brother absent today instead of tomorrow from school, and he thinks he can wag himself out of it.
Mum hasn't got a leg to stand on that argument either, I don't think.
So what happened?
So my brother, my mum marked my brother absent from school, and he thinks today, and he thinks instead of tomorrow, and he thinks he can wag himself out of it.
Right. Do you understand what that means, Ashley? I'm trying to work it.
I think so. Your mum was meant to mark your brother absent tomorrow. He's going to miss tomorrow, but she accidentally said it's Monday, and now your brother's going, well, no,
I'm not expecting me.
You can't take that back because I'll get in trouble, so I'm just going to hang out at home for the day.
So who's the dumbass?
And does he still want to take tomorrow off too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's just looking for a spare day off today.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's a double dumbass.
And a double mum dumbass too today.
Yeah.
That's a first.
That brother switched on.
Everyone but you, Bridget. There you go.
Yeah, she's clean.
Now, David out of Springwood, what do you got? Who's the dumbass, mate? Is it you?
Yeah, definitely is me. Yeah. Nearly caught the house on fire.
Oh. All right, what happened?
I was repairing a whipper slipper under the house, flooded the motor, moved the spark plug, give it a test, pull, whipper slipper caught fire. It turned over, the fuel hit the floor, the jerry can caught fire. I run outside to get the hose, put it out. My wife hears me running past, giggling as I'm running past the back door. Put that out, then I pulled outside in the yard, and then I thought, that's all good. Put it out with the hose, and put the jerry can out, and then I turned around, and then I thought, I'll put some more fuel back in to clean the water. I put it back in the cylinder out, and as I did that, because the heat of the whipper slipper caught fire again. ran past the window again, giggling. The wife didn't know what I was doing, and put it out, and later on she goes, "You're crazy." Next day I go down there, where I was working on the whipper slipper, there's a gas cylinder, a 9 kilo gas cylinder next to the fire that was on the ground. I'm like, I won't tell her that story.
Mate, you're lucky you're in the cone right now.
That is ridiculous.
If this got out.
I wouldn't even know what to do. Like, I don't even know how I could get myself in that situation. I'd run, and the house would burn down.
You would never find yourself holding a whipper snake.
No, I would not. I will not, ever.
All right, one more, L. Yeah, L, what do you got?
Look, I wanted to be the cool dad on the weekend because my daughter was having a 17th birthday party.
Oh, no.
And, they don't shake hands anymore. So when everyone was down, I went down to introduce myself and stuck my fist out. And I was telling everyone to fist me. But later she told me that's the wrong way of saying it.
Well, you really should have known better. That's
fist me.
And can I just say?
What?
Can I just say something?
Yeah, we're in the cone, mate.
Oh, sorry. Well, you should be out of the cone. I just want to say I buy station-sponsored products and I'm regular.
No, thanks.
Okay. I'm glad we're in the cone for that one. I don't know what was going on at the end of that last call.
What was he talking
we
about?
saved you all for it. So
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
We were meant to talk to Hamish Blake right now, but his line's just dropped out. But Lego Masters, Grand Masters of the Galaxy airs tonight, 7:30 on Channel 9 and 9 Now. Also missing today is one Nikki Osborne again. Mm-hmm. She had surgery last Tuesday, I was going to say.
Mm-hmm. Manky mouth.
Yeah, for a manky mouth syndrome. And she's still... a bit dusty after that, so she's going to be away for another couple of days. Now,
she can't talk.
That's what she said yesterday in the text.
Husband's having the time of his life.
And he said,
apparently.
She said that were her
words.
Yes,
her words.
And she said she's dropped 3 kilos too. So I don't know.
How's that happen? Oh, because she's drinking through a straw.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that what it means?
That's how I took it.
But she went out of her way to tell us it wasn't from the Tartars.
No,
and again, her words.
Yes.
I'm just communicating what is told to me.
Yeah, you're not breaking any confidentiality here. Yeah, she said that she's dropped 3 kilos, none of it from the Tartars, and that she's going to be back later in the week. But where it concerns you, D. Luttrell, is that we don't have her pre-recorded answers
for Smarter Than Who
in the can for Smarter Than Smarter Than Nikki. Yes. So you're going to have to fill in for that today.
Oh, geez, my stomach's... I'm not feeling real good. I just had some 5-day-old pasta that was in the fridge.
Did you actually go through with that? Is that what you end up eating it?
I did eat it.
It was fresh on Thursday.
Yeah.
And so it's Monday.
No, it was Wednesday night's leftovers.
I think it was Wednesday. I think it was like for an Origin feed in the office, was it? Or was it your stuff? Did you bring it in?
No, I had it post. I don't know. I had it like... I bought it from home.
Okay, so we're talking mid last week at least.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And what was it?
It was chicken pasta. I chat GPT'd it, and it said 3 to 4 days usually, and that's like 6.
Yeah. How's it sitting with you, big
Not
fella?
good.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Front page of the paper today, Lockie Kennedy ran 9.98 seconds at 100 metres, big meet in Kenya over the weekend. Second fastest by an Australian ever.
Gregory Terrace boy.
Gregory Terrace
yeah.
lad. I think he still coaches the sprinting out at Gregory Terrace as well, but I DM'd him. I was talking to him this morning. He's actually on a flight now back to London, and he's pretty fired up. He's going to be racing Gout. You said the date before, actually, Ash. I think it was in July.
In the Czech Republic. They've got to meet there. They'll come head to head.
In the 200 metres, which would be pretty cool. And lead up to the World Champs in Tokyo in September. So well done, Lockie Kennedy.
I'll tell you what I was thinking about over the weekend was I read an article about Nathan Cleary, who's superstar for Penrith and New South Wales and Australia.
Yep.
He's won 4 premierships. That possibly the Wallabies are interested in him.
Oh, yeah.
To switch codes. Yeah, but I didn't give it much credence because I was like, oh, he's a rugby league guy. Like, there's no way that, Then I started thinking about it with Mary Fowler, based overseas.
Yeah, right.
The two of them are in a relationship, and just started thinking about, geez, if he did strike a deal to go over and play rugby, if he could strike a deal that he could go over to Europe and play rugby, but at the same time represent the Wallabies. First of all, he's someone that if he played for the Wallabies, I'd watch the Wallabies.
Yep.
Like I would have genuine interest. If Nathan Cleary was leading the Wallabies out this weekend at fly half, I'd be watching. No doubt, I'd watch it.
He'd have to be good at it, wouldn't he?
Oh, he'd have
without
to,
knowing, the
he'd
ins
have
and
to
outs.
be.
Surely he
Just
would.
with his footy brain and his athleticism,
Kicking.
and also just his professionalism too.
Yeah.
Like his demeanour. The guy is ice cool.
Yep.
And he's a winner.
Yeah.
He's a winner. I'm sure he would succeed in a Wallabies jersey.
Even just like you said, at least with the kicking, like how many rugby games come down to penalty kicks and stuff. Like he's clutch. I think 92% he's kicking at the moment.
Yeah.
That's why the Origin was such an off night for him because he just doesn't miss.
But Mary Fowler could be the key.
So where does she live?
Lockie, where's Mary? She's in
Manchester.
She's in Manchester.
But I mean, he can play in the Paris in the French rugby competition.
Yeah. Short flight
jump
away
across.
Yeah. Him being based here in the NRL in Penrith, no doubt. Like he can't hop on a plane and head over and watch Mary play on the weekend. But if he was anywhere in Europe, he would have they'd actually be able to see each other.
Yeah.
And you think about
That's a good
that.
point.
Like, he's young, he's successful, he's in love, quite clearly.
Well, it's not just a
Both
summer
of them
fling.
are.
It's been like a year and a half at least, right? Yeah.
Like they would be, I would imagine, I have no idea, but I would imagine they're FaceTiming each other like every day.
Yeah, that'd be pretty tough, wouldn't it?
And he wants to see it. He misses his girlfriend, which anybody could appreciate that. Like he's missing his girlfriend, and if he moves overseas, he can still play high-level football. He can do something that very few people have done, become a dual international, and see Mary.
And she can do her thing as well.
Yeah. And the pedigree of these
And
two.
they've got to breed quickly.
As
Let's
a couple,
start now.
we need 17 children from this couple.
Like they need to have quadruplets.
Yes.
Like just start getting them out. We can
And
have
stick a different racket in their hands as they each go, like, here's a tennis racket for you, here's a golf club for you, right?
for you.
every single type of football, soccer ball, everything.
I'd rule out rugby league as an option for any of the kids.
You would?
Yeah, because I'll be New South Welshmen probably.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes. Any sport bar rugby league. But no, can you imagine the pedigree of the children?
In horse racing, that's like, winks sort of stuff.
That's top dollar. I'm all on board for this relationship.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Viewers of breakfast television will be aware of Richard Wilkins, Channel 9 for
Dickie
Wilkins. I think, he's been working there for a million years, hasn't he?
Decades and decades.
In my mind, I'm trying to think, actually. I think
At least
from memory,
30 years, I reckon.
MTV? I feel like when I was a kid, there was like a music television. It was like obviously MTV, a music TV show.
Yeah, was he in a band originally? Was he in a band and then?
I think some kind of band maybe, but he was the host of MTV.
Was he an OG at MTV?
Well, in my brain as a kid, he'd come on and you'd stay up late to watch it, and you get some saucy video clips usually, and Richie Wilkins would be the host.
Yeah.
And anyway, so he's been overseas recently. They've been in Dubai, and I think he was in London for a bit and doing a live cross out on the street because of the time difference. Obviously, it's night time in London now, and he's doing some sort of street cross with his producers and the lighting guys around him, and these guys are just out on the drink on their little electric bikes, and they've pulled up and they've obviously have no idea who he is.
Were they on electric bikes?
Yes.
So they're not Aussies.
No, you have a listen, you'll hear it. So these are just two random dudes from England, I think.
David!
Hey, sorry guys, we're trying to work here.
David Hasselhoff!
Let him film, boy.
David Hasselhoff!
David! Hey, will you give us a break for 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Do you buy Bitcoin?
We're just trying to do a job, right?
I think it's David Hasselhoff doing some sort.
I don't reckon he'd be too upset by that, would he?
Well, he looked like he was in the moment because he's,
No, it sounds like all he wanted to do was do whatever cross he was doing and then go back to his hotel.
It's probably 11 o'clock. Yeah. It's at midnight or something.
Just give us 5 minutes.
Give us 5 minutes. I don't want to do this right now.
It's the
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I've told you how I, when I leave home, as I did this morning, and the alarm goes off at 3:30, and I sort of get up, get dressed, and then head to Brisbane. How I look down every morning, I see our golden retriever sleeping.
The head of security.
And just completely out of it. I just have
what a life.
I have a pinch of jealousy every day. It's not envy, it's pure jealousy going, he's going to sleep. He is going to sleep until he wakes up. And then he's going to sleep some more. and that's
just
what he's doing.
Fantastic.
But every now and then, Sonny Bill goes to doggy daycare. Do you do any of that, Mitch, with yours?
No.
No. Well, we've got one place where Sonny Bill goes and...
What does that mean?
Well, he gets dropped off and he just gets to hang out with other dogs for the day. Like, if we're both working, we're not going to be home, we'll take him to this one place. And
can you leave a dog at home all day is that a thing? I don't even know. I've never had one.
Well, not for us.
What I mean?
Because we're in an apartment too. So
so you'd come home, there'd be stuff everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's good. Like he's really good on that front, Sonny Bill. But he's just like that's what we do with him, and and it's good for him. And they send you videos. They send you videos during the day.
I remember you've told me this. Yeah.
And he'll be having a bit of a muck around with this bulldog that is his favourite that he hangs out with, and they fight over the tennis balls that are tied together by the ropes and that. Yeah. So you get little things like that during the day, and you're going, yeah, good on you, so you can give it to him, But Jodie's found this new thing, and I don't know. We don't know. She just found it over the weekend, but we're starting to get him all amped up for it because it's some type of service on the Gold Coast. I don't know if it's started or if it's about to start. But it's called doggy daycare deployments, and what it is these
work experience.
This is a company that would come around to your house, and pick up Sonny from the house. It's like a school bus, but it's for dogs.
Oh no, I've seen a video of this. I reckon. I don't think it was on the Gold Coast.
No, I've seen a video that I thought was made up and from the States or something.
Yeah.
But this is
for real.
And he would then hop onto the bus. All with other dogs.
Find a seat.
Find a seat. Right? And
we've got to film this again.
Sit on the bus with all these other dogs, and they get driven out to a location where it's like a dog-friendly park, where they then are let loose. So they'll all be let loose, and they have they do tug of wars, frisbee, bubble chasing. Drone chasing,
bubble chasing,
remote control vehicle chasing.
Just chasing, basically.
Yes, all different types of chasing, including swimming and pack play. And then at the end of the day,
back on the bus,
put them back on the bus, and they bring them back home.
Well, that's unreal.
Oh, isn't that just like I don't know?
I can't believe that's real. As I said, we saw it. I thought it was just a prank, whatever on TikTok, whatever.
No, this is this is a company which is starting up. I don't know if it's started up now or anything about it, but I know that apparently they have an interview.
What do you mean?
Well, they've got to make sure that your dog's cool, I guess. You can hang out with other dogs. So we're on to Sonny about he's got this big interview coming up.
Stuff this up.
If Sonny, if you ruin this interview, you're going to blow your big chance, buddy. All right?
That's
Keep
unreal.
it together.
Can we put a GoPro on him for a day when he does that or something?
If he gets accepted and
Yeah.
if it's for real, I'm going to make sure that we YouTube him up.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
The Society on the Star Stradbroke Day, your premium race day experience. Book now at brc.com.au. Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne's Horseplay, Yay or Nay.
Yeah, we're just talking about the races earlier on the show. What a great season they put on. And the Stradbroke Day at Eagle Farm is the jewel in the crown of the Stradbroke season. We want to send you and 5 friends along in style. But you got to play our horseplay, yay or nay. Luttsy is drawn the short straw today. He's got the horse mask on. So it's like a full head. You said, Ash, it's like a good winter wear.
Yeah, it's quite warm.
Keeps you warm. He's got the bridle in.
Next time I go snow skiing.
Just give us a test there, Luttsy.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Like, and lest anyone think that we went out there and just got some kind of dodgy plastic thing. Like it's a full
That's
metallic.
a proper bridle.
Yeah, full bridle in my mouth.
But also, I think Luttsy should have this job for the rest of the week.
Why?
Well, I'm not going to want to put that bridle back in my mouth.
Yeah, it's probably a good point.
After it's been so deep in yours.
It's probably a good point.
Michael out of Bridgman Downs.
You've got to suck on it, otherwise I'm drooling everywhere.
You there, Michael?
G'day. I am.
Mate, now, Luttsy's about to give you a fact, okay? And,
I hope so.
And this fact is either true or it's not. So if it's true, you say yay or nay if you don't believe it. And if you get it right, you go into the draw for this Ultimate Star Stradbroke Day experience. Do you want to know what's in this experience? What you get?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So it's 6 premium tickets, like Mitch said, you and 5 mates to the Society. Now this includes you get the big stunning views of the racetrack.
Society's really good.
Yeah, the superior canapé menu and a 5-hour gold beverage package.
Oh, God.
And on top of that, we got limos there and back.
Oh, my
for
God,
you.
what?
Yeah, and
Oh,
there's a Westfield gift card to make sure that you look the part as well. So it's a good prize. Big prize.
Awesome.
Go on,
So I'm gonna throw it over to Luttsy right now. He'll give you the fact, okay, for yay or nay.
Yeah, you're going to say yay or no. So, horse racing originated in Central Asia as far back as 4,500 BC. Did you understand that?
I'll have that again, Luttsy.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I think I needed it again too.
Horse racing originated in Central Asia as far back as 4,500 BC. You can't do hui. I can't say hui because I can't close my lips. Is that yay or nay? Yay or nay?
Well, just because I want to say it, nay.
Oh, shit, I can't help you much more, can I? Yay or nay to get the draw?
Nay.
Okay, then.
Give me one more chance.
One more chance. Yay or no?
Well, I think I'll change my mind, Luttsy.
Yeah.
Maybe go with yay.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Congratulations.
We were just about to hit the end of the timer there.
Yeah, you're in the draw.
You just got him in time.
Who's in the draw?
He's absolutely in the draw.
A bit hard to understand, so thanks
Yeah,
you
you
for that.
should see me.
He sounded like a bloke down at the at the lawn bowls club who's taking his teeth out and he's actually giving out facts about racing.
Oh, yeah,
BC.
Are you going to be wearing that there on Stradbroke Day, Luttsy?
Well, I'll be there. So maybe later today I can put it on for you.
Bit of horseplay. Sounds good.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Are you in the draw? As Ash said, 6 premium tickets to the Society, including stunning views of the track, superior canopy menu, and a 5-hour gold beverage package. We are helping you get there with limos, Westfield gift card to make sure you are looking the part. The Society on the Star Stradbroke Day.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Just realised bloody Sydney's getting something that we need. You've got to push this using your artistic sort of, connections.
Oh, yeah, okay. What do we got?
Back to the Future, the musical.
What?
It's coming to Sydney, but not coming to Brisbane, I've just realised. I'm annoyed. Whole Australian cast. Some guy's playing Marty McFly, some Australian dude.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Duffy, ever heard of him?
I don't think I have. I haven't heard of this musical.
Rising star Axel Duffy as Marty McFly. Outstanding cast, including Ethan Jones and a whole bunch of others. Coming to Sydney from September. Back to the Future, the musical. I would go see that if it came to Brisbane.
So would I.
That's the first time I've ever seen you excited about a musical.
I hate musicals. Never seen a good one. Have you?
No.
Honestly, go on. Have you really ever gone, my goodness, that knocked my socks off?
Remember, what was that one that we went to that they built up?
Yeah, Hamilton. Greatest show on earth, they reckon.
Yes.
For the whole trip around.
That was a long watch. Remember, we
I left at half time, watched the Brisbane Bullets.
Yeah. Yeah, you bailed out at half time.
I was falling asleep. I was embarrassed.
But people genuinely love that. Remember, we used to work with Bronte, and we played that game where we'd just stop any song from that musical at any point, and she would know the next words.
Yeah, right. No, she didn't. She
does have legitimate fans.
Yeah, I mean, I saw.
I'm going to watch
What
Annie.
have you seen?
I watched.
You're not going to enjoy Annie, are you?
I'm taking Mum. It was one of those.
She'd enjoy that, actually.
For Mother's Day, so Mum will like that.
Yeah.
We saw it as a movie. Grease.
I saw Miss Saigon once.
We went and saw Grease. Didn't we go and watch Grease? I felt like that was a good one. Grease has got some good songs.
But there's not as good as the movie.
No.
I'm just wondering how you would do Back to the Future.
Not as good as the movie.
Yeah. And the other one that was Melbourne exclusive was Harry Potter. I mean, that was there for ages. Like, you had to book an entire trip because that was a 2-part musical, so it was a real...
I wouldn't have been interested in
it. It was a real journey. I would be, but it's in Melbourne. Like, that's a
long way to go
trip,
for a musical,
you know, and
That's a lot. That's
quite a journey.
I'm not going there by
I wouldn't
myself.
cross the river in Brisbane. I can't see it.
But Marty McFly get you there.
Hang on a second. What's got you so excited about Back to the Future? Because
Well, I just love
what are
the
the songs?
Oh, it does have the soundtrack here.
Other than Johnny Be Good at the end of
other than when he gets on with the guitar up there, what other songs are on there?
I think you'd be surprised.
I'm trying not to kiss my sister. No, it was his mother, wasn't it? I'm trying not to kiss my mother.
That was, hang on, soundtracks.
Thinking of Star Wars.
I think you'd be surprised. I think the soundtrack would have a couple of hidden gems there, but you wouldn't know. Apple Music, I'm just going to do it now. Let's have a look and see what's on. Okay, it's an overture. Okay. It's only about a
Huey Lewis, right? He was.
Yeah, there you go, Huey Lewis.
Yeah. Is that hip to be square?
Well, Power of
Love.
Yeah, that got to run on Back to the Future. But other than that,
there's not much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're inventing songs, surely, for the musical.
When you're saying that you're looking forward to the musical of Back to the Future, you're just saying, I wouldn't mind watching the movie Back to the Future again.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Johnny Be Good. It's all Ollie Dobson is the Power of Love. I don't know what he must have written that. Yeah, but he's written a lot of the music for it.
Like, would you sing along to a song called Great Scott? Like, that's what it's going to come down to, isn't it?
I'm just saying, it's a musical. It'll be a bit of fun, though. They got the DeLorean.
And I'm sick of missing out on this stuff. Like, what do we need to do in the lead up to 2032? So we were missing out in concerts. But we haven't got Harry Potter. That's in Melbourne. Back to the Future, that's in Sydney. They're not going anywhere else. What do we get that's exclusive up here for those with culture? Those need some theatre.
Trent Dalton's got to write a bloody book for us to get a musical. Come on, Trent.
We'll name it after him. We'll name the stage after him. The whole centre. The Trent Dalton Performing Arts Centre.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.